All right. Good evening. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola Adeboye from the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. You have with me Mrs. Olushola, the National President. She's a bit far away from me. I don't think she can say anything as it is now. But what I know, she's supposed to be sitting here because I am not too familiar with this case. So I'm still going to allow her to sit here. I've been hearing of a burial and peace, 30 million. I've not really take my time to study the case. So meanwhile, I will be assisting her. President, please,
Go ahead, sir.
you are fine with
Yeah,
it.
very fine. Yes.
Like I said before, I don't know where to start from.
I'm going to start the case already. It's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Please come closer. Today we are going to sort whatever the issue is. We're going to sort it out here. So this distance you are giving yourself, we don't have any pandemic here. So come a bit closer for the sake of the video. Uh,
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, as usual, my name is Mrs. Subushala. By God grace, I'm the National President. And I'm here basically to preside over this case because the first report and the statement was given right in front of me last when this piece was interviewed in this office as regard to 30 million naira debt owed to her by Mrs. Iberi, as she claims. And I think there's something I actually want to emphasize. We will not in any way condone any form of foul languages. If you want to give any statements, the fact that others are here to listen to your first complaint, you must be polite in your words, you must address and condone your statement properly. And if you are responding to any allegation from her, I also advise you do it peacefully because anything contrary to this will not have any other option than to get such person arrested for breach of peace or likely to conduct likely to breach public peace. So thank you very much. In summary, we don't want lengthy because so many of uh, those that you came with have also wasted much of their time because the meeting ought to be 11 or 12 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. But since we have delayed if we could due to other circumstances, I advise you give us a better summary or give the main point of what transpired, why she respond to that. Thank you.
who is responding today?
It's me that's
she
supposed
that is
to respond.
responding.
She has said twice, and I've not said anything. So,
Okay, have you listened to all her
yes,
complaints?
yes.
You watched the video.
I've watched it.
Sorry. Okay, you can go ahead.
You can go ahead based on what you have watched so far. You can respond.
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Mrs. Ebere Noah. I'm a businesswoman, and I'm also a president in Sisters Fellowship International, and also a gospel singer. By the special grace of God, I was posted to Anthony chapter 2019 November as a president. So Sisters Fellowship International is a great ministry that has been on for over 30 years. The founder is Reverend Mrs. Nchesi Redu. This ministry has impacted a lot of lives. It's a ministry built on two solid rock, love and appreciation. This ministry is global, is outside the country, USA, UK, Canada, and Nigeria, is everywhere. So it's a ministry that has been in existence for a long time. And before you are appointed to be a president, you must have been, you must have been sounded and well built through the word of God. They don't just pick anybody. So by special grace of God, I was elected to be a president in Anthony chapter. And I came there and met Peace 2014. She came to me and told me that she's looking for the fruit of the womb and that she wants to relax her body, that she hustles a lot. She goes to Cotonou to import chicken and supply to companies, but she wants to relax her body. The husband asked her not to move up and down, that she wants to invest the money in my company. I have a company, Prudent Global Concept Oil and Gas Limited. It was incorporated since 2008. I've been operating it, doing well.
What do you call the name of your company?
Prudent Global Concept Oil and Gas Limited. So we get LPOs from companies, and sometimes we don't have enough capital to finance all the LPOs. So when investors come like this, we welcome them. So when she came, I told her, oh, she said she has 30 million, and we had an agreement. She was the one that brought a lawyer. She mapped out the agreement based on her lawyer's requirement, the way the lawyer packaged this. They brought it and were signed, and she started transferring the money into my account. She didn't transfer it bulk. She didn't transfer it twice. She was transferring it gradually. That the place I wrote it out, though she was transferring the money. She first of all transferred 10 million, 500,000, 4.5, 1.5, 1.5.
The first transfer was when?
10 million.
When?
12th of February 2014. Then she transferred another 500,000, 24th of February 2014. Then another 4.5, 3rd March 2014. Another 1.5, 7th March 2014. And another 1.5.
1.5, 7th March.
Yes. And another 1.5, 7th March, 11th March. Okay. Then 31st March, 3 million. 4th April, 4 million.
Hold on.
Okay.
31st March and 4th April. Right.
The 4th April is how much?
4 million. Then 28th April, 3 million. So that was the way she was transferring it. So when she finished transferring it, she told me it's 30 million. And
No, that's what I think in March.
4th March.
Yes.
28th March.
April.
28th April, 3 million.
All in 2014.
Yes, all in 2014, yes. So,
Madam, please be checking your distance to correspond with what you say.
I printed all my statements, so
According
it's
to-
there. Okay, so you cross check, everything is there. I just made the analysis because I have volume of bank statements. So you go
You
through
mark
it.
the place.
I marked, you go through it.
Okay.
So when she made the transfer, because I'm already, she has already told me it's 30 million. I didn't go back to check. She said it is complete. I said, okay. And I know that it was a negligence in my own side. I would have gone to print statement to check and accepted 30 million and we signed agreement. And the agreement is that every month I give her 1 million. And the first transaction I used that money to do, the company I supplied diesel, they held the money for 9 months. I was thinking they would pay in 2 months, 3 months, they didn't pay. Then because she's my chapter member, instead of coming to tell her stories that this money is held, I started paying the interest on my own. So that let's not just begin something that somebody gave you money and you are talking rubbish. So I started paying that money until 9 months when they finally paid. She even witnessed the payment because she went to the company and discovered it. Her friend is an accountant in that company. And when they paid, I wanted to give her the money, but some okay.
How much the total makes us to go to?
I'm coming to that. She told me 30 million,
Then how much did you later discover?
28.
28.
Yes.
What you have given so far is not up to 28.
It's
It's 10
20.
million
Yes, ma'am.
plus
500.
500,000.
Yes. It was 4.5.
Check it there. Go ahead.
Okay, you've gotten it.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So they held the money and I was still paying the interest because I didn't want issues. So when they paid, somebody just suggested that I can't just lose outrightly. Let me just use this money again and see whether I can recover a little bit. I used it to do another supply and they held the money for 5 months. And I was like, what is happening? Since 2008, I started my business. I have never had such experience. And when the company managed to give me 5 million, I went to her and gave her the money because I made up my mind in that second one that I will be transferring the money back to her. That I don't know this kind of experience I'm having. So I transferred 5 million to her and I told her that I will be giving you 500,000. That I'm having some issues which I
When did
don't.
you transfer 5 million? To?
I transferred down the 5 million in either
Check your
February.
statement.
Yes, it's there. Either February or March 2015.
It's settled.
2015. I'll get it, man. Let me just finish my statement so that I'll not be distracted. So when I gave her the 5 million, I pleaded with her that I'm having some challenges. Let me be giving you 500 for now instead of not giving her at all because the money has been held. I said, let me just be giving her 500 while I'm waiting for the company to pay me. So when the company they were paying in piecemeal. Along the line, another money they paid me, a company leased a filling station for me. I put part of that money in that filling station plus my own money to get it. And I started running the filling station. All of a sudden, another problem come out again. The filling station, the owner of the filling station was having problem with bank. And at the end of the day, they took over the filling station. Even to pay me my money was a problem. I was just having issues here and there. Before you.
Just a moment. I want to ask you to say something. Even if you're talking, I need to ask you some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you give her 5 million 2018.
No, 2015.
2015.
Yes.
2015.
Yes, ma'am.
Before the 2015, have you been remitting
The interest, yes.
the interest?
Yes, ma'am.
From
Even when
to
I gave her the 5 million, that was when I told her I'll be giving her 500,000.
So you started remitting the interest from when?
You mean the first time she gave me the money?
Yes, she gave you the money 2014. The last I can feel okay, she paid you, she gave you the money April 2014.
Yes. I started in that April.
Started in that April.
Yes.
You started giving her how much?
1 million.
For her? You gave her 1 million for how many months?
From that April till November.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months. So if she gave April, meaning it's 8 months.
8 months.
If April is included,
Yes.
then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That meaning you gave her 8 million.
8 million. Okay. Plus December. I still gave her another 1 million in December.
December.
Yes. So it was.
9 million.
Yes, 9 million.
9 million interest. Right.
So when the company gave me 5 million, as I said, I told her I'll be giving her 500,000 so that let me understand what is happening to me. From there, I leased the filling station. I still had issues. So a lot of things started happening. Even in other companies I was supplying, I was having issues. And I never had such experience. By special grace of God, my company has touched so many lives. And those people I used to help, they were like, what is happening to this woman? There are people, I paid their children's school fees, I paid some boys, not by my power. I paid their rent and I helped them in their businesses. So when I stopped doing all those things, because I was having a lot of financial challenges, they were praying for me, saying, what is happening to you? One of them called me and said I should check that he was praying for me, and the administration is getting is that the money I collected from somebody is not good. I say it's a lie. That somebody that gave me the money is my chapter member and I knows the person, that I don't believe in that. So along the line, I was still having many problems. Another person called me again, said, I was praying for you, and the administration I got is that somebody gave you money that is pulling your company down. I say it's a lie. I know the person. The three people I refuse to believe. I said anybody can have challenge. It's not when you're having challenge you attribute it to another thing. That is not true. Let me just be struggling to know what I can do. The more I put in money to recover my to restitute my company, the more the business keep going down.
So what now happened?
So one day we were having a program in Sisters Fellowship International, September to remember, I will call it. That program is a program that thousands of women comes for that program. So, and that is our founder, Reverend Mrs. Chelsea Redu, that used to organize that program. So when she came, she singled me out from the crowd and told me to come and see her in her hotel. So I obeyed, and the next day I went to see her. She said she saw me and she saw me going down. What is happening to me? I said, Mommy, you are the fourth person that is telling me this. Now for you to tell me, that means something is wrong. I opened up. That was when I told her about this case. And thank God I never knew that this case would come to this level. Because when I watched the video, we were saying let people reach her. She's the one that made me to know what was happening to me. So when I met her, I told her that my chapter member invested 30 million in my company, and ever since then I've never made any profit. Instead, everything is collapsing, going down. She didn't tell me it's evil or not. She did not mention that. All she told me is that she wants me to return back her money. She asked me how much is the money. I said 25. She said she's mandating me return back her money. That she will pray for me now, and that I should go and tell her that I will no longer pay interest. That from now henceforth, any money I'm giving her is her capital. And after that prayer, I was bold enough, because each time I remember it, my heart will cut, and I kept paying interest. And I summoned courage. I called her. I told her, my sister, I've been having issues since you gave me this money, but I don't know how to tell you. That it looks somehow, he gave me money, I'm telling you stories. But now that it has gotten me to the brim, I don't know what is happening. That what I'm pleading with you is that this your 25 million, I must give it to you. Even if it means me selling my properties, I'll give it to you. That I've not made any dime, but I'll give it to you. From now till September, from that September till end of the year, any money I give you now is your capital.
September 2014?
To September 2016.
So you were trading with the money from 2014 to 2016?
Yes. From that 2014 to 2016, I've been having issues until that time.
Not remitting
I was still paying the interest. It was after that account I had with our...
No, I asked you a question. You said you paid 1 million from April 2014 to December 2014.
Yes.
Then what happened to 2015?
That 2015 was when I used that money to do another transaction that was held. Yes, that was when I gave her 5 million. I told her I'll be paying you 500.
So the 5 million, is it an interest or...
No, returning back her money.
How much interest have you paid so far?
Everything is in the everything is here.
The 5 million, hold on. You returned 5 million to her as of her capital 2015.
She gave me the money 2014. Then 2015, I returned 5 million.
Remaining
25
million.
Yes.
Okay. When you returned, as at the time you returned the you gave her 5 million out of the 20 million. Were you paying her
interest of 500? Yes, I told her I'll be paying 500.
Okay, from which month did you start paying it?
That was around March 2015.
March 2015.
Yes, I started paying 500.
You paid till when?
Till September.
September 2015. Okay, when you told her, as at the time you were having that conversation with her, did you have a third party between you and her?
No. It was when I went to tell her
that
I'm no longer.
And you want to
return the money back.
You are reducing the interest from 1 million to 500.
Yes.
Was anybody there?
No, it was only me and her.
Only you and her.
Yes.
Did she agree?
At initial stage, she did not agree, but after much pleading, she said okay that I should make sure I give her that money. That conversation is 216, not 215.
Then stop confusing yourself here. I'm
It's
asking
too-
you the question, you say 250.
No, it's
215. How do you
no, it's
expect
two.
me to do?
I was paying interest from that 215 to 216, for 500,000.
You say 215 March.
Yes.
Till which till when?
Till September 216.
And it's in September 2016 that you told her that you will not, you want to.
Return the capital.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So she now told me that as I'm returning the capital, I should make sure that I give her the money from that September till December. I said I'll try. So after that discussion, what I noticed is that everything closed up in my business. Even the 500,000 I used to give her, I can't see it again. I placed my trucks for sale. Nobody is buying. Nobody, when they price they want to pay, nobody's paying. I was like, what is happening to me?
How
Is
many
this
years did she worship with you before you enter into this transaction?
No, it's not a worship. It's a fellowship that she also is a member on her own
No.
from her village. They just met as a fellowship.
we met that
As in,
2014.
not, it's not owned by her. The fellowship is not owned by her. It's not like
I
the
know,
church
as in
owns it.
maybe,
she's the president of that chapter.
yeah, as it is now, we are together in this room. We come together to talk in the name of God and say any prayer. I think I can still answer the question.
Okay.
So, how long did you people, fellowship together or meet in that same particular place for church or God purpose before you now open this business transaction?
Like I told you, I came.
6 months.
No. It's not even up to six. It's 6 months. I came there 2013 November. Then I think January, yes, I met her. She was not around when I came in November 2013. Then 2014 January, yes, that was when she came back.
You
Yes.
started this,
Yes.
Just like 3 months.
Yes.
just like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I'm asking, we don't actually treat, we are coming here, we still allow you to say whatever you want. We don't actually treat witches and wizard cases here. But the reason
No,
why I
I'm
want
just
to,
telling you my experiences.
I
I'm not
know, we are all
attributing it to.
Africans.
I'm just telling you the
We are-
experiences
we
I
are
have,
Africans.
so that it will not look
Hold
like
on.
you owe somebody's money.
Before this Christianity, did you read history? You read history, sir. Before the Christianity, we used to have our own tradition or culture. That's when they used to talk about witches and wizards. So if I just wanted to kind of, if you watch it with person maybe a year or two, and your spirit did not tell you this person is not a good or is of no good spirit or however, you still went ahead and borrowed or allowed her to enter business with that's the area I'm just trying to
Okay,
look
it's just within 3 months.
because she
that I
hearing
met
that so many people are prophesying that her money is not good. It's also sounds somehow. But however, let's get
Can I
to
say
her.
something?
let me
Hold
let me
on,
finish.
she's still talking.
Let me end.
Let her get to where
Let me
you
finish.
pay the money if you are still owing or not before we can look into other area.
So I'm just telling you my personal experiences. So even when I was hearing that, I was countering that it's not true. I was countering it's not true. So
If I am
when
you, I can never be you, you can never be me.
yes,
If I'm you, I will not talk about this. I wouldn't have talked about it, but you are already talking about it.
okay, let
You
me
understand?
let me
But
just finish.
I don't mean you should not say it again. I allow you to say it, but you have to complete it.
Okay.
But next time, if you still want to be a businesswoman, and somebody come to give you money for whatever reason, you battle it within yourself, and if it's not going good, you find a way of terminating that business.
Of course,
You understand? Because,
affliction will never rise the
As you are
second
still
time.
doing business,
It's a-
and
it's
when
a-
somebody now
it's
here
an
start giving
experience.
you money because witches and wizards, they may not want to associate with you. Go ahead.
So when I told her I will remit the money, I will be giving her back her money from that September to December. I didn't get any money again. All the properties I put for sale, I couldn't sell. Reaching January, she came to my house with some people that she must get her money by all means. I was begging her. My husband came down. We were pleading with her. My husband told her she's aware of the whole thing. My wife told me about the money, that you should calm down, that he would support my wife to make sure we pay you this 25 million. After much pleading, she left. So the next thing is that I was, after like 1 month, she waited 1 month, we couldn't raise any money. I was driving to fellowship and somebody called me that I should not come, oh, that peace is here with some talks. I say, has it gotten to that extent? She said I should not come, that she's here with some talks, that I will not enter fellowship until I pay her money. So I now turned back to allow peace reign. The next time I went to fellowship, she came with some people. I was preaching and she wanted to collect microphone from me. People were holding her, they carried her downstairs and was begging her, don't scatter the fellowship. She said it's in the fellowship, through this fellowship I gave her the money. They said, but fellowship people, they didn't know about the transaction. Is it now that things are like this? Calm down, go to her office. Don't scatter the fellowship. She was still there that she will scatter the fellowship. Then because of that incident, I have to travel to Onitsha. And I went and told the founder. So when I told the founder about the whole thing, she said she will assign 2 people to come to Lagos and talk to her to calm down, and that she's mandating me that I must give her that 25 million. I said yes, ma'am. So we came back to Lagos. We invited her in the place. There were about 4 women. They were pleading with her, stop making trouble, stop scattering the fellowship. This woman is owing 25 million and she must pay you the money. Just calm down. Just calm down. All the interest she has given you, take it and hold it. But you see your capital of 25, you must collect it. She says she's no longer talking about 25, that the 5 million I gave her before, she's adding it again, making it 30. They were shouting and saying, this woman is having financial challenges and you are adding more to her. She said that she has added that 5 million to interest. So they were like, stick on the 25 million so that she will struggle and pay you. At the end of the day, we agreed. After that meeting, by special grace of God, when I now know that this incident has gotten to a stage of problem, I started transferring all her money from a particular account. Like I have accounts in 4 banks, but through these 4 banks, I can transfer 500 here, transfer 500 here when I was giving her 1 million, or I transfer from different banks. But when I now know that this issue has gotten to this level, I now started doing the remittance through one bank, Zenith Bank. By special grace of God, the first money I gave her was 8 million. I started remitting the money. Everything is here. The second 5 million, the third 3 million. 3 million, just like that. I started remitting it. When it was like 9 million, I told her, instead of me to be giving gap, I'll be giving you at least 500,000 every month until I pay you the balance. And that was how I started paying it. If you go through my account, you will see it. So when I finished paying it, she was
to see. Let me see the account you're transferring money to.
okay. That was after the meeting. You will see 8 million, you will see 5 million.
Which month and which year?
Sorry?
Which month, which year?
All right.
2017.
Before you ask questions, you have to introduce yourself. Although the time hasn't reached, either you be patient or you introduce yourself.
We had that meeting April 2017, and from May I started transferring the money. Everything is there clear. So I started transferring the money till I finished. Then, just like what I said, she was still not satisfied that I paid her. She's still saying that those 500,000 transfer is interest. They were like, I was like, do you want to kill me? I'm telling you that my business has scattered, and you are still talking that I'm owing you. What is all this? Do you want to kill me? She was still on it. Then something happened. He keeps saying I should not say some spiritual things.
No,
but
I never said you should not say it. You started it already. You must back it up the way people will understand. If you have
Because
not started,
even-
it's a different thing.
Yes, even as I told you that I was not even believing, I was thinking that it's a personal
If
challenge.
you want
that came
us
to
to
me.
move
The money
from-
you were transferring to her, from which account? You were transferring the money to your account from your another account.
From my account.
You transferred the money from one of your accounts to this account
Yes,
before you transfer it to her.
It's still your
Right.
account.
it's
your
my
second
account. That one is my second account. I decided to use this particular account after that meeting.
Meaning you have money
I'm
in the
coming,
other
I'm
account.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
The account you were transferring money from to this very one,
Yes.
is it here? Is it part of the statement you get there?
Yes, that is the statement of account.
From
You
the
get
both
me, right?
accounts.
From the both accounts.
From both accounts, yes.
Okay, this account that you are transferring money to from to this one,
Yes.
let me see it.
That is my account now. Just to avoid confusion, that was why I just brought out that account to be using it to remit her money, to avoid any issues.
No,
So after that, we had another program. This is a program of thousands of women that comes that program. And as I was in that program, somebody came out and was giving testimony in that program that join me and thank God that somebody, her friend, wanted to kill her. And everybody was screaming and was like, who wants to kill this lady? So she started the story that her cook took her friend to Benin, and that she told the cook that she's going for her personal things, maybe health wise or whatever. So the cook, who is the Benin lady, took her to Benin to a native doctor. And when they got there, the paper she brought out, the cook looked at the paper, discovered that it's her madam's name, and she shouted, "You didn't tell me that you came here to kill people." She said, "You are no longer working with the madam," because the cook just stopped working with the madam before she took her to Benin. She said, "No, when I was working with the woman, she was nice to me. I can't be a party to kill her." So they were dragging that, and the native doctor, according to their the testimony, discovered another name. He said,
Is it part of this?
yes, just listen to me, sir. So the native doctor said this name that is here is Ebere Lowa. That this name, I want you to remove the names among the people you have brought, so that we'll talk about others. That this woman is a woman of God. And then of the day, the lady that took her there ran back to Lagos and told the madam, "See, your friend is taking your name to a native doctor to kill you." And before you know it, they used police to arrest her. And it happened to be that she is this her friend, according to her testimony. So all of us were like, what is happening? When she was giving the testimony, she didn't mention my name. She just said there's a woman of God in our midst, that her name was there. So I didn't know. Everybody was just saying, God forbid, things may happen. As after that testimony, somebody just walked to me and said, "Congratulations." I said, "What is that?" She said, "I'm that woman that her name was there." I said, "Which woman? Who did I offend? Who is killing me?" She said, "It's that lady you borrowed money." Hey, I screamed. In fact, the way I screamed, I fell. The video even videoed me that day. I was shouting. I said, "What have I done? That this lady is still pursuing me? That they have been telling me that her money is not is evil. This one that I refuse to believe." So it has got to the extent of taking me to native doctor. So, and we closed the chapter. Before then, I went for administration at Lekki, and this lady that came to testify came to me after my administration. She said she was so happy about the administration,
okay, in a nutshell,
that she wants to
was
tell me
taking you-
something.
She wanted to kill you because you are owing.
I don't know
And
the
forfeit
reason.
her
Maybe
money.
I don't know.
Forfeit her money, or she wants to
Work
kill
money
you
to
because
enable you.
before you.
I finished paying her by then now. So, but she's
okay,
still.
finish paying her.
I told her I finished paying her, but she's not happy. So instead of me being free, that maybe she want to kill me, I don't know. But it is her friend that was giving this testimony. So it is real, and the person that took her there is still in Lagos. Is real. So I don't know her reasons. After that incident, I have that program. I called the lady. I said, "This thing you came to testify, is it true? That I don't believe that peace can do this kind of thing." She started telling me the more details. That even when she visited her in her house, she used to see her bury live goats in her compound. I was like, she told me so many things. I don't want to continue talking here.
You're already saying it.
So when That was what
the
she
more
told
you
me.
say, the more people will understand.
Yes, I'm
So,
telling you the reality of
starting
what.
from middle and stopping halfway.
That is it.
When we come out here, we will enter Shiran. The thing don't enter another level. And meanwhile, the native don't. So,
I'm just talking about how God can preserve somebody's life. When all these things is happening, I didn't know, if not God.
all right.
So at the end of the day, that was how the story escalated everywhere, that people knew what was happening. And I didn't see her again, thinking that because of that, nobody, she has gone back to her shell. That thing happened 2018 or 19. I didn't see her again till 2021. I thought she has gone to rest. I was like, thank God, I will fight her. Whether she take my name anywhere, let God keep fighting for me. I was on my own. 2021, which was last year, I got a letter from EFCC that I defrauded somebody 30 million. I say again, ha! I went to answer them. When I went to answer them, I told them that I finished paying this lady. They said, are you sure of what you are talking about? That she's claiming that you are owing her 30 million. I said, I've finished paying her. They said, okay, that they will do their own investigation. They went and printed my own statement. I didn't even know that they have that power to get to that extent. They printed my own statement, printed her own statement, and they investigated everything, and they invited two of us. They told us that day that from their findings, that what she transferred to my account is 28 million. That is not even 30 million. I screamed. I said how foolish I was. That somebody transferred 28 million and I was paying interest on 30 million. And that what I have given her is 43.5 million. So they told her, please, this woman is not owing you. She has finished paying you your money and has even paid you extra. She's still saying that she's calculating interest. There were about 4 or 5 people in that room, EFCC workers. They were telling her, madam, she's no longer owing you. Go and rest. She said she's still owing me. She will pay me my money. She was talking. They said, okay, if you are still making claims, go to court. Go to court. That them, they have finished their finding. So they were still talking in their midst. She just stood up and jacked me up and carried my clothes. And she want to tear my clothes in their presence. That I must give her money.
In EFCC
In the FCC's office. In fact, them said they were embarrassed. She said, I have come to bribe EFCC. That I told her I have connection.
Who
That
is the
anywhere I go.
complainer? Who complained to EFCC?
She is the one. Look at the invitation they gave me. They brought it to my house. Look at this is the invitation from EFCC last year.
Wait like this. No. I don't make you turn it. Just like you bend it to myself. No, you slip it like this. Okay. Yeah. So
So in their presence, she started fighting me. They were like, what is this? They bundled her, took her outside. They were telling her, madam, calm down now. We are still talking and you are angry like this. I told them this is the way she has been fighting me. She has come to fellowship to fight me. She has come to my house. She has come to my office. She kept embarrassing me everywhere. She told me that she would go to Facebook to disgrace me. So I know that this is mission accomplished. She has been telling me this thing for a long time. So when she come to human rights and you people are in media, she was happy because she says she's bent to make sure she keep talking against me until they remove me in sisters fellowship or I will not have anything to do with anybody. I say, what have I done to you? What have I done to you? So she was shouting that day at EFCC. She ran and waited for me at the gate. And I went, as I was going, she came back again and grabbed me that she would finish me here if I don't pay her her money. EFCC people, they all gathered, the security people carried her again to the security house. They were calming her down. Even me, I was even following to calm her down. I was begging her, calm down now. Because that day, when I listened to the video, she was saying that I was also begging her. I said, yes, I was begging because you are behaving like a mad person. Everybody was begging her, calm down. This is not the way to do things. You didn't even fear EFCC people. In their compound, you are doing like this. So they were calming her down. I told her, don't worry, my lawyer will call your lawyer so that she will just calm down. After the whole thing, EFCC people called me by the side and said, madam, your life is at stake. If this lady can behave like this in our presence, then you can imagine what she will do outside. I told them this is how she has been embarrassing me. She has done more than this. that God has been preserving my life. They said this is not a matter of God preserved them. We will use wisdom. That they're advising me to go to zone 2 and make this report. The report threat of life. So that if anything happens, they will know. They were the one that gave me the advice. If not, this is how I've been living my life since 2014. I met this lady. There's nothing, she has not used her mouth to condemn me, telling people, saying all manner of things. But I've been landing everything over to
What
God.
is
So at the end of the day, I went to report to zone 2, threat of life. They invited her. She was still telling them, I'm owing her. That day, her lawyer was there. She was saying all manner of things. I kept quiet because I know that all she was saying is not true. She was saying, condemning me, saying all manner of things. After everything, okay. After everything, they asked me to go and please state me. Let them confirm what EFCC has confirmed. That if what EFCC has said is true, that she should go to court, that they are not recovering agents, and that what they're after is that she should sign threat of life. So that was how we dismissed. Okay, she even said she's going to bring the people that talked about how I should pay her the money back, that she will go and bring them. But I told her, you are bringing the people when I have already paid you. What else do you want from me? What do you want from me? She said she will go and bring them. They were telling her, sign for us threat of life, and she didn't sign. We all left. I kept calling the person that is in charge of the case. Has she come to sign? She said she has not come. I was still waiting until before Christmas, and I got letter from human rights that I'm invited to come here. I say again, this case again. I now gave the letter to my lawyer. My lawyer said he will call and tell them that the case is still pending in EFCC and zone 2. Let's finish there before we start another one. And that was how they called, and I don't know who picked the call. That was what he told them. We are thinking that maybe they have accepted it. Then the next thing, this January, the video started going viral that I duped her 30 million again. So when they called me on phone, I was the one that I called because they were calling and calling. I was not picking. When in a meeting. When I called, I told them briefly my own version, how I have paid 43.5 million. And I promised to come the following day. But that in the night when I got home, I watched the video. Oh my God, I won't lie to you. I was downcasted. I was crying all through. I said, so this lady has fulfilled her mission in broadcasting my name. So in the morning, I was weak. I couldn't even come. I have to send my lawyer. My lawyer was saying he will sue them. I said, please, not a matter of sue. I don't even want issue again. Please. He said he's coming, that he will come. I said, okay, just go and tell them I won't be able to come. I'll come another day. And he came. Then the next day, I was here. I came and met the madam. We discussed. He now decided to put a date for me to come and be interviewed. So this is my own side of the story.
What we are going to do, how many times has she come here to give her statement? A berry.
The very I've been coming since she.
No,
Okay, who is a berry? You are a berry.
no, I'm a parent.
She has been coming. She has been coming.
I mean the statement.
She
The one
only
that
made
is online.
statement once, and the time I think twice. The first time she made the complaint, and the second time was the time the lawyer came and said Mrs. Ebere is not coming.
Did
And
she
then
talk
we
about
gave
the EFCC?
Who?
Did please talk about the EFCC?
Yes. She talk about the EFCC, but there is a contradiction here because the money she's claiming is different from what Mrs. Ebere says she has paid.
You want to say something?
Yeah, we need to sign the amount that they are paying.
Yeah. I'm overwhelmed because the truth is so open. And also thank God for the names I have gotten because I gave my money. And I also want to thank God because the money was through the bank. She only came to my house to collect 1,600,000.
I didn't collect any cash.
So I want to bless the name of God that had kept me alive today. For all these names I have gotten, because I gave pastor my 30 million. So in summary, I want to
Did you say she's your pastor?
yes,
Is she a pastor?
yes, they call them a president. President me because it's not a church, it's a ministry because church goes on Sundays. So they host on ordinary days. So that is why they give them president. President means pastor, pastor of a church, just like they have DP of a branch. So she is the pastor of Anthony branch. So let me go in summary. I like with what she said. I want to quote her. In 2014, I was not around. I have a good president, Amaka Ori, and the vice president was Vero Ono.
Thank you, Prof. Never give me question.
And I have known, not just I have been in sister fellowship as a teenager. Upije was then our president. Upije is now the AP area of Area B. Even though as a
You say
teenager,
2014 you were not around.
Okay.
no, I was not around.
There
So
is
how
a-
did you give it
Yeah.
money? Play.
No, I was not
Say
around.
it here. You must
When
know
did
that
you
give it
started giving her money?
2014. I was not around. My president was Amaka Ori.
Don't bother by your question.
No, that is how it
If
is.
you are not around, did you give the money in spirit like she said?
No, ask, so allow me to talk. So I am in America as of 2013. She quoted it. I wasn't around. I don't know her. Then I came back 2014, February. She understands, sir. From America, my passport bears my travel history. Then I don't know her. It was Amaka Vero, which was one that shorted her. Our vice president shorted her. It was our vice president that introduced every in a chapter. They have people that powers even in church that powers the chapter, which I fall into it. I was doing that secretary, and God was blessing me. My former president Amaka Ukwije, they can testify to that. So in that when I came up, just 2 weeks, the day I came toward that Vero, her president, our vice president that had been in Antonio for a very long time, that brought her to announce that this is the piece I'll be telling you about. In less than 1 week, she, Pastor Berelowa, now started having a night vigil meeting with me that we should have an agreement prayer. From that agreement prayer, she now told me that she's into oil, that she wants me to invest in her give her
What
money.
purpose? Because you can't have night vigil without a challenge. What purpose are you for having night vigil?
She said we should have agreement prayer for progress, for progress. That is what it, and every night she called me around 12 o'clock. I don't know if I should
house
use
or in your house.
it's midnight
Phone.
prayer by phone.
Okay.
I want to use one word. I want to use the name of the Lord. I will say nothing but the truth. If I tell lie in this state, let God slap me dead.
But
But
not in this office.
yes, but if she as a woman of God use God's name and tell lie, may it never be well with her. That is to tell you how my faith is in the Lord. The money, first of all, I gave her 10 million. She now asked after that, she said I should give her.
Give us the proof. We are here.
Good. Yes, ma'am. You can see it's in my
No, we've not
No.
allow outsiders here for any evidence or witness.
It's there. It's there.
You both say
Ma,
both of them.
sorry, I'm not using
No,
right
give me
hand.
statement. I want
Yes,
statement.
it's in my book. Okay,
Is
that's
this
good.
statement?
This is not statement.
My statement is here. Yeah, that's very good. 2014.
Calm down, down.
Yeah, I want to be fast.
Get it right.
Yes, sir. Ma, please, sir, help me.
Press and call her. Come.
Yes, sir.
Francis, don't off it to leave it.
Don't change.
Sir, okay. In 2012, I mean, in 2014, February 12, I came back from America, January 2014. In less than 1 month, somebody who I did not know.
Madam, give me your statement.
Yes, this is it. It's in this place. You can say I mark it. I will be calling the date for so it to be easy for you. February, I came back from America, January 2014. In 12 February 2014, somebody who I did not know, quote, she's not my president when I left 2013. I now transfer 10 million naira to him.
Hold on. Yes.
You can see
Go
it
ahead.
on the 12th. Ma, have you seen it?
Go
10
ahead.
million. And this 10 million, the agreement, ma, if you further check into my account, you will see another 10 million given to European Oil and Gas. The woman I told that is into a change. That is the woman, faithful woman that we normally do business, and there was no issue, and she was giving me, we do, and I do to her too. So she now told me that she'll be giving me 500,000 naira every month.
Who?
Pastor Ebere Elowa,
500 or 1 million.
for the returns on 10 million. That is the 10 million you see that I gave her on the 12th.
You guys were doing business. It's not like you assisted her, you borrowed her money now. You invested, yeah, you invested in her to get in return.
Yeah.
Exactly, sir. You get
So
it.
that word borrow, I don't think
Yeah.
suits this case.
Yes, okay. So what I say, in the house of God, through the prayer, she now told me that I should give her 10 million. She's into oil and gas, and she supplies UBA. I don't know how I got that she supply UBA bank. If people can confirm UBA bank, she supply MTA. Then I gave.
Denying that. Just go
No,
straight
my-
to why you give
Yes,
her
and that's
money.
why. Then this 10 million is for her to give me 500,000. She gave me that 500,000. Then after 2 weeks, she now said, because she see the way I gave her, she now said that I should why not make it to 30 million. I now told her 30 million you because I'm into business. I used to people give me money and also give them in returns. And after the business, if I don't have it to do, I give them back. I said 30 million is 2 million because, like I said, I'm a supplier with ShopRite. I have done supply with Tatazini, with Mama Cash. All but so they know me as a teenager. I have done business more than 15 years.
Teenager of 17 years. I would say.
No, of 17 years. 17 years. I started from a child. I took a Okoda. My history, people that knows me, you can testify.
Nobody is asking you how you make money.
Okay.
Let's go straight to point
So,
so that
sir,
we may have a point.
yeah, okay.
today.
So that is the first 10 million to give me 500,000. So after that, she now said I should give her 30 million, which you see, between in a nursery, in summary, between 1 month, you can see the way I gave her the 30 million.
The question we're asking here, she said you gave her 10 million February 12 February 14.
Yeah, okay.
She gave you gave her 500,000 24th February 2014. You gave her 4.5 3rd March 2014, 1.5 7th March 2014, 1.5 11 March 2014, 3 million 31st March 2014, 4 million 4th March 2014, and 3 million 28th March 2014.
Please, my check
Is
in
it true?
my check on my invoice. I gave all this money, but there is 2 omissions. The check 12 March 2014, you see 600,000. Check it on my listing. Transfer from my account to her
To which
account.
account?
From my account to her account. Check it.
Which account? Which of her own account? Which account? Or which account?
No.
number?
You are my for account.
Which account is it? Access Bank? Is it Zenith Bank?
Zenith
Is it
Bank.
UBA?
You
All right,
see, Zenith Bank is
hold on a
there.
minute. We have some viewers that are new in this case. The reason why Peace may not be giving full time to start all over again is because she has given her full statement, and this woman is here to respond. So all we are supposed to be doing, all we will be doing, is to ask her question based on what the woman said, or based on the response of from the defendant. You understand? You were giving full attention, full hours to say all you know. She's not denying it. What we need to know,
So exact amount
Is
and
it-
how much have you
how much is exactly the amount you transferred to her? Is it that 28 million that EFCC? My first question should be, did EFCC actually go into both of your accounts and help you people to do the calculation and see how much you transferred and how much he remit back to you? That should be the first.
Sorry, sir. Excuse me. Mr. Berry, because you are the complainant in EFCC. What was the sorry, ma'am?
Please.
What was the resolution of EFCC?
Thank you very much. In UFCC, when they called out the matter, they have not even concluded. When the day they called me to come out, first hearing, the oga was not around. They now invited me. Why did those ladies there? there was some men that was in charge before they transferred the case. So they now brought one man from another office, kind of summarized. And the man, I want to quote what the man said. The man said that according to what these ladies have briefed, that the oga will have been waiting. The oga went to pray. He's a Muslim. That he's not, and we cannot continue waiting. But according to what they have, so I'm looking at this thing, that the case I brought here was 30 million naira. And in the EFCC, the point they make that what they face is criminal act. That in this state there is no criminal act. They will, and the 30 million I'm talking about, they will say, although with evidence here there is an agreement that we should go to a civil center. Even one of them said that this matter is civil. That if we take this matter to where it's supposed to hand, that should be paying me like 80-something million in EFCC. Yes, yes, you go to EFCC. The man, not the ladies. The man. If you can hear me, that you handle this. The man even talked to him, say, "Ma, you now said that this is your daughter, and she gave you this money under trust. That him as a Christian is not pleading to her to use that government that this lady used. Normally, in no account will somebody give you 30 million without no collateral. That she did this under the trust of the umbrella of sister fellowship. He pleaded to her to use that God that she used to give her money and go and settle me and give me my money, which she agreed. The next thing we see is a letter from police zone 2. And then when we went to that zone 2.
Answering the question. The days find out 43.5.
Ma, the way she said I have
Please don't ask me. While you were talking, she was here.
I thought you asked her question. She's diverting it.
We are here to listen. We are here to
Okay.
So in zone 2, when they now said, do you know this woman? I now told them what happened. They were mad. They were like, this is a different train entirely. The day they call her, thank God the woman, what I said, Mr. Chus, you can hear me. The woman there, they said, insulting her and telling her that what she did is very, very bad.
Who was the victim of that EFCC?
The IPO is Mr. Chus.
I said, how many of you? You,
My
your
lawyer, yes.
another person. How many of you were in that meeting?
My lawyer, my brother, and my sister. And her.
How many of you went to EFCC?
Me too.
You and who?
Me and my wife.
You and your lawyer. First, what was the resolution from the
I
EFCC?
was not the lawyer that.
No, in zone 2.
It was at zone 2 that I was.
Okay, you went with that to zone 2. So
Yeah,
you're not
she
the lawyer
brought
that went
another
to
lawyer
that
to-
zone.
You say you
Yes,
asked me how many of us were in zone 2.
I don't know if
we
it's
thought
this
he
lawyer.
was.
Okay, in EFCC, it's only me and my lawyer that was there.
It's the
Not
same
this
thing we are
lawyer
saying now, but we
now.
never
Yes.
Not this
thought it
lawyer,
Yes,
it's another
yes.
lawyer that came.
So should I go on?
Go on.
Go.
So in that zone 2, they now look at it. They ask her, madam, you did business with this woman. You did not even mention this thing. You came and said that she had been calling me winch, that she am a kidnapper, I am this, I am all sort of name, all because I gave out my money in God's name, which is very transfer bank money.
Leave the spiritual aspect
Nah.
of it and respond to.
So at the end of the day, they will now say that this case that they will look into it. They said they talk with that brother. They said I should bring my evidences. All this evidence I brought it before them. And they rescheduled the case again. And when the day they scheduled this case, this woman do not come out. Pastor Mrs. She did not come for that day. And now you can see what she said. They now asked me that they want to close this case for us to start a fresh case, because this case they have to talk about this money. That we want to
how
close.
much has this woman paid you?
Okay, ma'am, please, you allow me to talk. How much she had paid back? Because you can see what she said from 2014 to 2016, that she was paying me dividends. And in that 2016, I have been asking of my money. I want to make a point. Allow me
Did
to
you
talk.
calculate it before?
Yes,
Okay, how much did you calculate?
she had paid my money as of 2016. She's supposed to pay me 36 million.
I say, how much has she paid you so far? Is
The
it a question
dividend
about-
was
Total.
16.
They
Don't
told
bother.
her.
The total money. Okay, madam, let us help you out.
Sir,
We are here to help both
yes.
sides. Listen. For instance, I know if I give you 30 million
Yes.
in 2014, if you are returning it in 2018, maybe I would be expecting 80 million,
Okay.
for instance. And if I have not been able, she has not been able to remit up to that 80 million, I should be able to tell the court that yes, so far so good. What I have received from her is 35 million. That is what, or 1 million. That is what we expect from you first. First, we are not stopping there.
Okay.
What we expect from you now, please, we will give you more time. Okay, what I gave this woman, whether in one naira or one kobo, was a total of 30 million. But at the end of the day, what I've received from her is 35 instead of 100 million.
Then we cannot expatiate.
Then we will not allow you to expatiate. Why are you still expecting 75,000? You will not say we had an agreement of paying interest of this and that. That is the very simple question. How much have you received from her so far, capital or non capital?
Okay, how much I have received from her so far
Yeah.
is 36 million.
36 million.
For
And you said you are paid at how much?
EFCC.
Not
Can't you do your
I
own?
check EFCC running account.
No, I've already checked it. It's
Is how
43.
much?
It's 43.5. The
Let's
same thing.
calculate it
Yes.
on your
Hold on a
account.
minute.
The same
Hold
thing.
on.
The
Before we-
same
hold
thing
on.
they found
Hold
out
on.
is what I found
Hold
out.
on, madam.
I have account in
Can I tell?
Okay, sorry, sir.
Now you say they slap you, they drag you, but you are not a patient at what the person that used to slap you here and there, when you were talking for over 30 minutes, she did
You
not
don't
say
make
anything.
a word, so
Despite the fact that you were calling her all manners of spiritual name that in Nigeria today is something else.
she did not respond.
She did not respond.
No, you asked me a question.
I never, when I
You
say
are
it's okay, you
interrupting
say
her,
you are the
why
one
she was
interrupting
Yes,
her.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. I thought you asked me.
See, my mama say they no dey tell person when they beat say may not cry. If she expected this and she didn't get that, how does that supposed to be her concern? It with this kind of settlement that it will be her concern, not the names you are giving her. Who per se agreement is an agreement. So you calm down, let us see how we can help both of you. Madam, Miss Peace, how much did you give to her before expecting the dividends or the
30 million, sir.
30?
Yes, sir.
Via an account or physical
She
cash?
said one was physical cash.
Everything varied. It may expect 1,600,000.
Okay, hold on. The 1,600,000, how did she acknowledge? Was there any telephone chat or any paper that had to do with that? Because if you are claiming 30 million, you must give proof either through transfer or there must be a witness or there is a conversation between you and her that confirms that she acknowledged such amount. Otherwise, you emphasize on what is provable in your account.
Ma, thank you very much. With a seed agreement, I don't know if you look me and her, you will know if, I don't know, it's not written in the face. If I do not give 30 million and she will not give me a check of 30 million, this is an agreement. If there was nothing like that,
Hold on.
in the God's name, is it possible?
Let's keep
In the
it.
God's name.
Madam, hold on.
Hold
You
on.
people should keep that God.
Hold-
You people should stop disturbing God
Hold,
when He's
hold
ready to
on a minute.
answer
Hold
other
on a
people's
minute.
questions.
I can answer
Ah.
that question. See, there was a case that have visited EFCC and all this zone 2, a case of container from Japan. We are the one that rectify their accounts and settled. We are hearing millions, more than 100 millions from both
How
sides.
many containers?
So now, I'm talking of a case of
No, I
Monday.
said it's not one container. It's how many
So,
containers? That's one.
What I'm trying to say now, madam, I want to answer your question. We are on a neutral level with everybody.
I know.
I want to let you know it's possible.
Okay.
Somebody, you can be transferring to me with the same trust. At the end of the day, somebody will help you to reconcile that account to see that it was 29 point something, not completely
But
that.
sir,
Hold
it
on a
was
minute
not that.
now.
We see
No,
that
I'm
we
not
calculated
saying,
it at that
I'm not
place.
saying that
Before
is
we
the
have,
case.
okay.
I'm not saying that it's very, very possible. But you know what we are going to do? I hope you know today you will not get the final resolution of this thing. Both accounts and how you make payment to each other, you are going to present it to us. We will bring an accountant that will do this plus and minus So if we find out the same thing, EFCC find out 28 million, you will now prove the whereabout of the remaining 2 million. And if we now see that you have transferred more than 30 something or 30 to her account, that is the area where we bring our heads together and resolve it. But now, before we start resolving it, we have to be sure that
Know the facts.
what you have paid with the VAT is 43 million. What you have received with the VAT is 30 something or 36 million. So we cannot be pointing finger. If we start pointing finger for nothing next year, you will still be where you are. This office is the last bus stop for both of you, if only you people allow us. What you need is your money. What she needs, she says she has paid enough. Let's see how she has paid enough. As a human being that have feeling, you may still have feeling. If you find out that she has paid up to that one, then how much do you now want her to balance? We will come to a conclusion. She will know what she's owing you. If she's owing you, then she's owing you, they will not pay in a very transparent way. If she's not owing you, we will still come to an agreement here, undertake the necessary thing, and make sure we have done our house. So by the time everybody gather together what they have done in trying to bring peace into both of you, if you want to approach court, we will not go to court. But first and foremost, let us be calm. And madam, like I rightly said, it may not end today. So that name, put it aside. You understand? Whether she need interest, she have gotten interest. When you were looking for 30 million, your GO in church did not give you. Those people that later become a pastor and prophetess, they did not prophesy. And you are not strong in prayer. You call many names, you are not strong in prayer. So if you are strong, if somebody want to even do some offering, say you will check. There are some offering you are not allowing your church, you pour holy water.
Chairman, please allow me to make one point.
You will make it.
So please, like I have two things, please give me audience. First of all, before I said that one, because if I said that one, it's about, she said, like, to others, she said 25 million in 2017. I would like audience to ask her in 2017, like she have said that she paid me 80 million. Ma, look at my account and see where 8 million, like what I gave you in 2017, when they said that I should face my capital. And
apart from the 1.6 you claim you gave to her off account, was there any other money you gave to her outside account?
As in cash, no.
Okay, if you remove 1.6 million from whatever she said you have transferred to her, does it correspond?
No.
It doesn't correspond.
Because there's an omission. I said you should check my account. There is 600,000. There's another one, 12th of March 2014. You will see 600,000 from my account to her account. You are holding my statement. But let me not be carried away, Chairman.
Should we give you your statement?
No, it's with her.
I think we are leaving our statement for you.
So please, there is something I want. Let them not that I want to make this point. So in that 2017, which I disagree, because I want is my money, is my business money. I am not Central Bank. She have been borrowing money and she know what it is. So then that say 25 million. And that 2017, you can see it. I tested it here. 12 April 2017.
Which month did you say you signed 600,000?
12.
People should be aware that
yes, 12 March 2014. I mark it is on my statement. 12 March 2014.
Talk less. You hold on.
Well, I don't know if I should say something. The issue of statement is something you cool down to check. If you are rushing it, you will not be able to get it
Who
right.
is rushing it now? Today you are not getting
You
what you said now.
These people will pay the person to reconcile.
Now, let me not forget what I want to allow me to say what I want to say. We are saying a lot of things. I did not send. It's not that I don't know how to talk. You are giving me a lot of names.
Okay,
So,
hold on a minute. Please continue.
yes. So you can see it after the sister. Yes. So excuse me.
Everybody cannot excuse you. Now, excuse me, he's talking and you say excuse me. Who wants to talk? Say excuse me. Calm down.
Your lawyer is talking.
I'll just prefer them making a statement, just a page. This is how much I transferred. This is how much I received. Person will make a statement.
I did my own like that.
And authorize a written statement.
Okay, I did my own like that. What I received and what I paid
into
into
the post.
account.
That is what that is where
That is
we are
what
going.
we do at the end. That is what I told them.
I did my
So
own.
according to that, in that 2017, she made 3 payments. That is nothing like 8 million. 12 April, when the if she
Madam, you are
said
taking us back. We need the full statement.
is here everything.
Yes, then allow us to do our job now.
No,
We are going to stop. We are going to stop from here very soon. Then you give us your statement from 2014 to whenever you
Is
to
here.
date. Then she too, both your account how you
Everything
remit
is here.
back to
I
her.
printed it.
Then
We
we
go through it.
we contact our.
she know what I want to say.
Okay, we'll say. it.
Okay.
What
say
I
that.
want to say in that 2017 February,
Yeah.
the sister fellowship now said, I do not agree with them, but they now said that I should face my 30 million. She says for 25 million, that the 5 million she gave me as augmented this thing, that is part of it. Let me not even dispute on that. They said 25 million on the capital. And that capital so far, what she paid was 11 million in that 2017. Because she had been paying the dividend, she now said she had not been paying. They said I should forget about whatever, according to them, I should forget about whatever she's owing me. And pleaded with me that she had quoted it in that I should forget my interest, which was around 46 million. They said I should forget it in 2017. Whatever she had paid me, whether 20, whether 10 or 5, I should forget us work on the capital, which was 30 million, which I also accepted. She now said that the 5 million she gave me as my accommodated, using my money to trade, that she's part of it, which also accommodated returns, dividend that she's supposed to give me, that she gave me when she the
You are talking about the interest, not your
no
capital,
man,
right?
that's what I want to leave it now. The capital now they say 30 million. 2017 pay her.
It's
Then
25.
let's-
Not 30.
Ma, she's just said it. You can see it. If you go through the account,
Was there any time she gave you 5 million?
she gave me 5 million 2016.
Okay, 2016.
Yes.
Did she tell you that the 5 million is for dividend or for capital?
Not at all. It was
What
for
is
my
not at all? Answer me.
is my dividend that she have not been paying my dividend. You go see my account is there. If she's paying capital, you will see a huge amount. The only huge amount you see there is that 5 million.
How would you say this is good? Did you pay her 30 million or 28 million in bulk, or you were giving her, remitting it in 3 million, 4 million, 1.5 million, the same way she says?
I paid 10 million, 16 million.
Hold on. You paid half.
I paid 10 million. I paid 16 million 500 at a go. It's only two money that you see, 1 million 500 and the 1 million 5.
So where
In
did
between
you,
1 month.
hold on. Where did you, how did you pay 4.5 million on the 3rd of March?
That's what I said, that it's only 4.5 was on 3rd of March.
No, you said 16 million and you say 1.5.
I say 1.5 and 4.5, that you can see 10 million paying to her account.
Hold on. The 1.5 of 11 March 2014, who paid it from your
Man,
account?
you know, that's what you are. I'm saying, Chama, I said what for this money was paid in
There
3 weeks,
that
in
is-
a month.
It's more than 1.5. 1.5 is more than a place.
Ma, but this money was paid in a month. I told you that she collected 10 million first.
Hold on, madam.
Ma, understand me
Hold
there.
on. She said
Listen
you.
to them.
No, that is how she talk. You gave her 10 million.
Yes, to pay 500,000.
Hold on. You gave her 500,000. Am I right?
Yes, ma.
You gave her 4.5 million. Am I right?
Yes, ma.
You gave her 1.5 million. Am I right?
Yes, of course.
Eh?
That is there in my this account.
And you gave another 1.5.
Yes, ma.
And you gave her 3 million.
Yes.
And you gave her 4 million.
Yes.
And you gave her 3 million.
Yes.
Okay, the money, this 3 million, 4th of March, and you gave her 3 million, 28th of April, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is how you gave her this money.
Yes.
That amounted to what you are claiming.
Exactly.
Okay, so what makes you think 5 million given to you is dividend that is not part of capital? Whereas the capital you gave to her, you did not give her 30 million in bulk. You were also giving her a piecemeal.
Okay, ma, I want to answer. That's what I said, that I want you to quote me, Chairman, I understand. She said the 5 million, according to 2017, that is part of the dividend. They should work. She said it
You
here now.
say she is part of the
Capital. That's I am talking about it. That she said, and then I want to make that at that 2017, she now said 25 million. Abi that's what my capital is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm working with you. Then in that 2017, they said we should forget whatever that I have written. That she will pay me. It's not that I agreed though, but we are working on 25 million according to her.
How many of you were there when she approached you? You said the other sisters fellowship, your sisters fellowship in the church, you were there when both of you had a meeting. You said you did not agree. She said you agreed to return.
No.
And the last statement when we're asking you, you said both you people had meeting. You agreed that she should refund the capital.
Man, that's what I'm saying now.
sorry,
Sorry, now I say now that's what I'm saying. The 25 million that was agreed, let me quote by her word, so I will not be going for a chairman. The 25 million on December 2017 was agreed that be, and when she had paid me 11 million, which is in my account, so that I will not be going far. The remaining of 14 million, where is it?
Bring that
Hold on,
statement. Let me show you how I
hold
was
on.
paying it.
On 2017.
Yes, February. I started paying the money 2015. 2000, she started paying the money on May. We had the meeting February 2017.
Yeah.
Then 2000 and May 2017. She now started paying the money. She paid 12 May, 3 million. 22 May,
Hold
she
on.
paid 5 million.
Just there. When did you people have the meeting
We had
of
it
this capital 25 million?
in April 2017.
April
Did you
or
need-
May?
Did anybody need water?
It was April.
Are you
Because
sure?
I started paying the money. It's that
need
account.
water?
Let me show you, ma. I started remitting the money in May. The first one I remitted was 8 million. She even called me technology. She was saying out of 25 million, I'm giving her 8 million. She
On
even
text?
called.
On text?
She called me. It's in the statement. Look at
Okay,
it.
hold on. I want to clear. There's something I'm trying to get there.
Yes.
You people had meeting April or
Yes.
May, because both of you are saying different.
We had
You said
meeting.
May.
We
You
had
said April.
we had meeting
February 2017, ma. February 2017. I'm not.
Did you have the
Okay.
meeting February 2017?
No, we had that meeting April or May. But when I started meeting, the money is May. Just few weeks after the meeting, we agreed that I should give her back the 25
So
million.
okay, let's say 2017 May,
Yes,
you agreed that you were owing her 25 million.
yes, that was what they concluded I should pay
Okay,
her
from
back.
2017 May till the period you said you have offset the payment, how much have you paid her?
That is what I'm trying to tell you
How
now.
much?
How
20
much?
25 million.
25 million.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have paid her the 25 million.
Yes, ma'am.
From that 2017 May till as at the time the last point she started disagreeing, you paid that 25 million.
I finished paying her all her money.
Answer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
From
ma'am.
April 2017, May 2017,
From May 20.
you paid that 25 million.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then before then, that was when you pay her how much? That amounted to 43,500,000.
When you calculate all the interest I've been paying her with this 25, that is what made it 43.5.
Okay, do you know what you do for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we can't be here and be cracking our brain for both of you when you are talking 18 million, we're not there. You will go back every transaction, one after the other. If you want to write it, then you mark it
Mark
from
it
your.
right there from
You
your
write it first on your plain sheet.
and you
and
mark it here.
I wrote it here, ma'am.
Have you marked
Look
it
at
here?
Zenith Bank. I transferred
That's not what
29.3
she's
million.
saying. Hold on, let me assist
First
you.
bank,
Madam,
29. No, we
calm
can
down.
follow what she
Go
said.
there.
Hold on.
Back.
It's in
29 million.
yes, ma'am. It's
Bring
here.
it is my
Can you-
account
Hold
now.
on, you
It's
don't
here
understand
now.
what president is saying.
It's here now in my account, ma'am.
Madam Ebere,
Yes, ma'am.
can I talk?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
You don't understand what president is saying, and I'm trying to explain. You are still talking.
Okay.
When you get a plain sheet or book, notebook, you will go also into your statement of account. You will write out the date, and the money. You will also mark it in here, cycle it, so that cycle may also help us. Though we are not going to concentrate only on that cycle, whosoever that is going to do it, the accountant. But you go and get your own done, not like you are just writing total 1 million, 2 million. So day, that day should tally with the one here. So you're going to do that. You submit it this same week.
Zenith Bank or First Bank.
You submit it this same week. Then
So
when you
account.
submit your statement of account, we are going to invite an accountant who has been doing it before. So let's so then after that, before you people will now come back here again, if it's exactly 43 million that you have transferred to her for whatever reason, so long is 40 something or 1 million or whatever, we will let you know. So long what she has received is 36, that is the area. We will forget all this story.
Yes.
Now we will now come. Miss Peace, it's true that you actually received 36 and you were expecting 80 million. What can we now do in this area? Simple as ABCD. That is the area we should be talking. Not this same argument, who is flying and who is not
And
flying.
to get it easier,
Madam, don't go back there again.
Okay.
You hear?
Sorry.
What is your name?
Sorry, sir. I know I say I have two things.
Again.
Please, I only say one. That one we're talking about is already here. 2017, how much they have paid is 11 million is in my account.
Nobody, I don't. If you
No,
ask me, I don't even care how much they are paid.
Okay.
From the beginning, how much you have
Okay, sir.
received from
Okay.
that account, I want to know.
Okay, sir. Thank
So
you.
when I know, before we now come
Calculate-
together.
I calculate
That day
everything.
you mentioned 40 something million.
No,
Mm.
ma. So, ma, now,
Sorry,
what?
no,
Ma,
I
wait,
want to-
no,
I want
excuse
to
me, sir,
refer-
please. Now, I want, because she have given me name. I want to ask her a question.
Is that lady
Is your
your
lawyer
family?
No,
Is
no.
she from your side?
Yes.
Allow her to talk.
So this I will forget it.
Okay, no
She
problem.
said that I gave her money, which is even money. I want to ask a very little one.
Yeah.
Come,
How
now,
many
hello.
people do you borrow
Please,
money from a
Please,
sister
excuse me
fellowship?
from this office. Because I will still do it again today if you interrupt.
President, this
Listen,
woman
madam.
got 15 million, 5 million, 10 million.
Excuse me
The
from
same
this
time,
Madam,
office.
please, hold
Don't
on.
interrupt us anymore. Here is not EFCC office.
Ma, you had her calling me all
Can we hear
night.
you?
See that I
And
just
can't you maintain that calmness, please?
What do you say?
Okay,
Your name,
I'm sorry.
please. Your name.
My name is Angelo Okoro. What I want to say is this. She said, I don't want to go through all what has been
Yeah.
said, just this particular one.
Big point.
She said they had an agreement that she would pay back the capital. That was 2017. Now, and she said in that same 2017, she paid the total of 25 million. Now, I want to get her right. Is it what you're saying that in 2017 you paid back 25 million?
Okay, you're
Yes,
asking
ma'am.
me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. You said you had an agreement
Yes.
that she should forget every other interest outstanding, that she should accept 25 million, which is part of her capital.
Balance of our capital.
Yes, which agreed. You both agreed. Initially, you said she did not agree, but she later agreed,
Yes.
if I'm correct.
Yes.
Now, I want you to clear us that in that same 2017, you paid the 25 million. I want to note it down.
Sorry, what do I?
To sign because I want to say something.
We already closed. Want to attend to other people.
So I want to. I don't want. I have lots.
No.
No.
She's
The
not
question
asking you.
is
She's
for her, not
asking
for
the
you.
question.
So
I'm
I.
not selling. I just want to.
No.
The bank
Let her
statement are
respond.
printed will show you the
No, I'm not agreeing with you,
Can I
man.
give you
I
the
want to
document?
quote you by your words.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I don't want you to shy away from questions.
Okay, ma'am.
It's a direct question you are expected to answer back. Your bank statement is your bank statement, and there is none of you. There is no impromptu notice given to both of you, both defendant and the complainant. So we're expecting both of you, whatever claim or whatever statement you are giving to us. On 25th December 2022, I paid this woman 50 million. This is it. In total, the money I've paid her so far is 1 billion. Did you say from 17 to so amount you have paid that 25 million? Yes. I am not sure. No. It's three things. I am not sure. Then the next thing, yes, I paid that from 2017. I paid that because I asked you the same question. You said you paid her 25 million.
We agreed
2017.
that I should refund her.
Yes, that is the
25
question
million.
she asked. Did you
Okay.
refund the 25 million?
Yes,
That was her question.
yes.
Please noted it that she refunded me 2017.
And you said that what you received is 11 million.
Yes.
And I am saying that what I gave you is
Do you
25
understand?
million.
So it's
So our
very,
account,
very simple.
our
Hold
account,
on a minute.
It's just
Barrister.
this-
Why I'm not talking what is
our account will prove
Madam,
it.
your resolution point in order.
Yes.
Bring an accountant to vet in
And
and
her,
out.
yes.
And the second leg is now from that 27, sorry, from
2017,
that 2017,
yeah,
how much
was
was
paid.
paid? Similar. I didn't want to jump much into this controversy
Mm.
because at zone 2, similar issue came up, and they said we should go and find out, was there such a meeting?
Yeah.
Madam said,
No.
just hold on. She said at zone 2 there that what Peace was talking was strange to her, that no such meeting. And that was what took me and Peace to Yaba to that Sisters Fellowship meeting. And we went there. We spent a whole day for us to extract that fact that such a meeting came up. Everybody denied. Now that she's now confirming that the meeting took place here, me
I
and
never told you that meeting
understand?
was not
and
held.
from
I said we held
so-
the meeting,
so
and when I was talking,
just,
I said it. Why should I
help us-
hide
The
it?
Hold on, why
IPO
must
Sorry,
all of
brother.
us be talking at the
as I
same
said,
time?
at the
It's even
second
on
leg
my
to
own
the
page.
reconciliation from that 2017, let us establish how much
Was paid.
has been paid.
Yeah.
And the accountant will bring all those things out.
Sure.
We don't just dissipate much energy.
Yeah.
All right, you can talk without saying your name because you
Okay.
did not take your consent.
So, what I want to say is based on the agreement they had 2017. So the agreement was a kind of peaceful agreement between her and as in between them, the sisters.
The
Fellowship.
sisters.
Yes, they agreed, okay, let's have a pay you capital, your capital back, which is 25 million. They agreed. And the agreement was a peaceful agreement. By then, there were no issue of bringing anybody to come and witness or judge or do anything. Lawyers were not involved. There were no written agreement of any kind.
You understand?
Then, so the point of what I want to bring out here is
Okay, President.
after that, EFCC was involved. When she claimed that she has paid the 25 million and she claimed that she has not received the money, and they discovered that she has overpaid. So the point of 25 million now, the point of 25 million, whether she paid complete or she did not pay complete, here, what I want to say is if EFCC has bet that this woman has paid 43.5 to her, are you getting me? The main thing should be focused on the amount that has been paid.
No.
Not
Hold on.
2017, 25 million was
Hold on.
paid.
No, you get
It's
it.
not about
You get it.
41. There are two statements. So far, so good. If there was an agreement
Yes.
that forfeit interest, return
At this level.
capital from 2017, and yes, I agree to forfeit the interest, but the 25 million that is my capital have not been refunded. No, I have refunded the capital after we both agreed to forfeit to forfeit the interest. And from 2017 that we had the agreement, I have paid her. From that period, I have paid that 25 million. So this person is claiming 11 million. And she said from 2017, I have paid 25 million. EFCC may not have had the break that time because they want to hear billion.
Mm.
But we are from the grassroots. For everybody, we will create their time. In as much as we want a peaceful resolution, we'll create the time to go in detail. Yeah.
So, and it's because of she did not pay me that 25 million that make me start going to GFCs because I called her. She now said that she'll be paying for 500,000. I said, no, ma, give me my money. She's now started threatening my life. I started giving my name all bad sort of bad name. And the point is, sir, because she did not pay that peaceful agreed, I should forfeit and give me back 25 million. So far to pay it to me, she now started taking my name up and down that I'm this.
So,
Madam,
That's what brings me to EFCC.
Whatever name she has given to you, she says she's a woman of God.
This
And-
paper is just to be shown like
And
Right.
chairman, you know, I was
That's
saying
like
she
the
borrowed
idea.
15 million from another person the same time, 10 million for the same fellowship. What is she did? Those money she have not paid them. Is those
I'm
money
not
even
owing
money
anybody.
again?
Please talk about your own.
Work
I'm
and-
not
I will
owing
talk
them.
about
I'm not-
everything.
This
I don't
woman
want to
has
see.
started. I
Please.
will work and I'll
Why?
close
She
this
said
day.
that I gave her
Listen
even
to
money.
me. You
Hold
are
on a minute,
violent to
please.
not bring that here.
Is
Please,
those people even money?
Please.
If they caution you don't stop, I will probably stop following you here.
please,
Honestly.
please.
They are moderating and they are saying it's all right.
Before we started, I
Sorry,
think
let me
you
see that
were
again briefly. Please, you can go ahead with your
before we started, you were advised on how things is being run here. That all these are not accepted. If you need your money and somebody want to slap you for you to forsake your money, you will not talk about the slap until you get your money. For instance, I wanted to and I still have to appreciate, your calmness. What I mean by calmness, not that you are a calm person, but when she was just trying to label you, you act as if you were not that person. Why can't you see pretend or maintain? So that at the end of the day, this same woman still need to come to any other place after you are done with the money issue to come and prove you what makes you those names. And even the pastor that prophesied will come to this place and say, yes, if we pray that prophecy
No,
here,
they get that took her to.
yes,
they
all
get that
we
took
are
to
not
beginning.
stupid here.
Okay, thank you.
We don't use our platform to deform anybody's character. We are even the one that advise this woman
To come.
to
answer
come.
you.
If you
So
really
will
you are not
deform
owing
her.
30 million and you don't want your name to be deformed like you feel they are deforming it, come and defend yourself. She's here. And she's here now. You feel she's also deforming your character. That will be part two. That woman that sabi see vision will come and see the vision in this office.
Thank you, sir.
So you don't need to use fights to spoil whichever case. Everybody will follow according to how it is, one after the other. After the monetary aspect of it, we will now move to another session. All right.
So what's your right? That the money you collected from her from 2017 to date is 11 million. The money you paid her from 2017 to date is 25 million. You have paid her 25 million from 2017 to date. You have said the balance capital from 5 million. Put it in writing and
Thank
give it
you.
to us.
And they have given you the statement for you to appoint an accountant
Thank you.
to look into it. That's all.
Check the prayer, please. Two plain sheets, please.
Not a lot of questions to ask, but since there's no
Some other time,
problem.
you people should, after this, should go your separate way from here in peace. And one thing I want both of you to know, we are all human.
How they said, sorry, sir. The statement you got, is it from the beginning of this transaction to date?
Yeah, from 2014.
2014 to date. Give out one.
One more.
Miss Madam Peace,
Yes, ma'am.
both of you will still have to go with your statements and bring out extract what you wanted from both
And
of
come
you
back with
and
both.
come and drop it. You've just finished with that. You can come anytime, drop it. Then we'll work on the statement and give a date for the final statement.
Remember how you have to put it exactly how it is in the statement of account, date, time, and amount. Then in that account, you cycle that one. So,
I will have advised that why can't you do that 1 year straight away? Since they have the statements.
Since we have the statement.
I even mark it.
Okay.
Yes.
When we are done, you
can
can
do it.
go
You can
aside
come
and
do that and
Let's
just-
Let them draft the letter.
Yeah. When you are done with the letter, you can go elsewhere and draft the letter. We have other cases to handle.
Yes.
So before we close, you drop it. So, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Please, peace is reigning already.
Do you
She's
understand
working
what-
according
Yes,
to her
ma'am.
name
I
today.
should write that this is how much I've been
From
loaded.
2017, those
That
statements
is
of
what
account.
it
The
The
total
month,
amount
you
of
just
money you have
extract it and
given to
write
her is 43 million 500.
500. Yes, ma'am.
And from 2017 to date, you remitted 25 million capital.
And still they break down the dates and the amounts.
Yeah, they now say if you want additional plain sheet, they can give to you. But this one should be whatever that you are, so you can attach it.
So we are going to switch to NEPA where we can use the AC.
I'm just playing
We
with
don't
both
want to
parties.
interrupt.
As they have said, enough of this thing. Let's
Yeah.
put a final end to this matter here. For God's sake, let's move forward. Look, we've spent the whole day here.
Imagine.
We could be doing
That's
some other
it
things
for
that
you,
would be more
exactly.
rewarding. And it started from Christian Fellowship. Please let this just reign and be willing to shift. You cannot claim all your rights. You understand? Be willing, let this just reign. I'm just appealing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, God bless
Thank
you.
you.
So that's it.
Are we good to go?
You can say outside
let's
that.
go.
Yeah, between the
I can take the water now.
yeah.
You want
Not
to
a
hold
secret.
on.
Cold.
Okay, let
No,
me
guys,
finish.
important.
It's all right.
Is it my own?
No.
Okay, give me more.
Who else need water?
I need water.
Cold one or room temperature?
I need water from you.
Huh? Chill one. Okay, they'll get for
No,
that.
wait for you.
When I see Chairman today, that is when I know that. Thank you, Chairman.
Yeah,
I'm
welcome.
glad to. You are with my statement.
I'm not your statement. That is not your statement.
Check if it's
I give it to you.
The statement is
okay. It's here.
Okay,
With me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma.
Abeg, all of them that enter just now, give them cold water, cold bottled water. All right. We want to say thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And there is something we also noticed that we want to let you guys know. Some time ago, so many people, for reason best known to them, they exited this page. Who else can notice that ever since some of them exited, we are having a very peaceful comment, contribution, both through calling and through comment section.
Yeah.
That means the people left, they are the real people that know the meaning of the platform. We appreciate you once again.
God bless.
Thank God to add us now, it's not even possible, sef. So whether you come back to want to add, I know you will not find it. You will watch us through your friend. God bless you.
Thank you very
So
much.
sweet to be here.
Yeah.
Unlike before when Agbero is in many parts, you know,
All manners
you
of
dey hear all
comments.
manners of
But
wetin
here
you
you are
never.
watching meaningful comments.
It's now for the
you know,
mature people.
mature people will rub mind to
Share,
settle.
share on. God bless you.
Keep sharing. We love you, my dear.